Hey master, I'm your prostate. Hey master, I'm your prostate. I sit just below the bladder and surround the top of the urethra. My main job is to make fluid for semen, helping protect and feed sperm. I work quietly until something goes wrong. As you hit middle or older age, I can swell, get inflamed, or even develop cancer. But don't just blame age. Many prostate issues come from daily habits that seem harmless. If they don't change, I can slowly get worse over time. Let's start with the habit you should avoid to keep me healthy. Number 10, sitting for long hours without movement. But I need to speak up, especially as you hit middle age or older. Because if you've been sitting for hours, on the couch, in the car, or that favorite recliner, I'm being crushed under your body weight. Hour after hour, day after day. And guess what? I'm swelling. Not just because you're aging, but because you've been sitting too long today. Sitting slows blood flow to the pelvic area, my home. Without good circulation, I can't drain fluids or heal. I swell, I get sore, I get inflamed. Experts at Cleveland Clinic warn that poor circulation can trigger chronic inflammation and worsen prostate enlargement, BPA. You already know the symptoms. Frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom, weak stream, trouble starting or feeling like you never fully empty. If you have high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, or chronic back pain, it gets even worse. What makes it harder? When your core gets weak and flexibility drops with age, your pelvic floor muscles slack off. And guess who picks up the slack? Me! And I was not built for heavy lifting. But here's the good news. You don't need to run a marathon. Just stand up every 30 minutes, take a few steps, stretch, look out the window, let the blood flow again. You'll feel better, and so will I. If you've been sitting too long today, drop a 10 in the comments. Be honest with yourself, and trust me, habit 9 will surprise you, especially if you drink a certain familiar beverage every morning. Number 9. Drinking too much caffeine. You might think I'm small and quiet, but I notice everything you drink. Especially that second, third, or fourth cup of coffee. See, I don't complain much, but when you keep pouring caffeine into your body, I start to swell and you start to suffer. Maybe it's the urgency that wakes you at night, or that slow, weak stream that just won't finish. That's me, reacting to what you're feeding the system. Caffeine, especially from strong coffee, black tea, or energy drinks, makes your kidneys work overtime, flooding your bladder faster than usual. That sudden rush creates pressure on the bladder, and I sit right under it. When you're younger, I can take it. But in senior ages, things change. Your tissues are more sensitive, your nerves slower, your recovery longer. And there's more. It also tightens the muscle at the bottom of the bladder, making it harder for you to fully empty. That leftover urine, it irritates the bladder wall, and the stress lands right on me. This constant irritation might lead to chronic inflammation, which over time can quietly enlarge me without you noticing, until the symptoms show up all at once. If you're someone who already deals with diabetes, high blood pressure, or frequent nighttime urination, this habit doesn't help. Caffeine might worsen those symptoms, especially when your system's already tired. Experts at the National Institutes of Health point out that limiting drinks like caffeinated coffee, tea, and sodas may help with urinary incontinence and an overactive bladder, common in older adults. While specific quantities vary among individuals, excessive caffeine intake can lead to more frequent and urgent urination. And that's without considering the stress it puts on me day after day. You don't need to give up your morning cup, but after that first one, consider going decaf or switching to calming herbal tea. Chamomile, mint, or even lemon water can satisfy the habit without triggering the chain reaction that ends with me inflamed and you exhausted. I notice more than you think. And if you're listening, I have to say, number 8 is coming up next. Number 8. Eating spicy and processed foods. You know that sharp burning feeling when you pee? Or the sudden need to run to the bathroom not long after dinner? Maybe you've blamed it on age or the weather, but the truth is, your meals might be triggering it. Spicy dishes like chili-loaded soups, buffalo wings, or even heavy use of black pepper stimulate nerve endings in your entire pelvic region. And I'm sitting right in the middle of it. Then throw in those salty, ready-to-eat processed foods, frozen meals, canned meats, microwave dinners, and now we're dealing with sodium, preservatives, and chemical flavor enhancers. These things mess with your fluid balance, lead to water retention, and put extra pressure on your bladder. That pressure? It lands right on me. I'm right here, under your bladder, and I feel the burn before you do. If I'm already inflamed, spicy or high-sodium foods are like adding gas to a smoldering fire. I swell, I get irritated, and you pay the price, with more bathroom trips, more discomfort, and less restful sleep. But you don't have to go bland. Trade the hot sauce for calming herbs like turmeric or mint. Instead of canned meals, try cooking simple dishes at home with fresh ingredients. Your taste buds won't miss it, and neither will I. If your meals are still coming out of boxes more than from your kitchen, comment 8, no judgment, just awareness. You've already irritated me with dinner. But number 7, that one hits hard when you decide to hold everything in, even when your body's begging to let go. Number 7. Holding your urine too long. You think, I'll go later. But later becomes an hour, then 2. Maybe you're in the middle of a phone call. Maybe you're stuck in traffic. Or maybe, like many older adults, you just don't want to get up again, especially at night. But when you hold it in, I feel it first. And when your bladder overfills, it presses down right on me, hard. That pressure creates irritation, tension, and swelling that builds up over time. If you already have an enlarged prostate, this simple habit might make your symptoms worse without you realizing why. And here's what most people over 60 don't know. The muscles that help you hold and release urine, they weaken with age. If you delay peeing too long, you might not be able to fully empty your bladder later. That leftover urine creates the perfect environment for inflammation. And I'm the one who absorbs the damage. If you're living with type 2 diabetes, nerve bladder issues, or even mild kidney impairment, holding your urine might raise the risk of bladder retention, infections, or even urinary tract blockage. And for me, that means more swelling and more irritation. Experts at the Cleveland Clinic say that delaying urination often weakens bladder control, increases pressure on the prostate, and can cause long-term urinary problems in seniors. One of the simplest senior health tips? Listen to your body. Go when you need to, not just when it's convenient. Your comfort, your sleep, and yes, your prostate will all thank you. You might think this has nothing to do with me, but the truth is, your pelvic muscles, they're my support system. And lately, they've been slacking off. In senior ages, your core and pelvic floor naturally lose tone. It's just part of aging. But when those muscles go weak, I'm left hanging, literally. There's less structure holding everything in place, less control when your bladder fills, and more pressure on me every time you cough, sneeze, or shift in your seat. I'm your prostate, and when those muscles stop supporting you, I swell to pick up the slack. And I'm not built for that. What happens next? You might notice small leaks, a dribble after you finish peeing. That sense that you didn't get it all out. It's not always me misfiring, it's your pelvic floor not doing its job. But here's the good news, it doesn't take hours in the gym. Just a few focused movements called pelvic floor or Kegel exercises can help. Try this. Sit or lie down. Gently squeeze the muscles you'd use to stop urine midstream. Hold for 5 seconds. Then relax for 5 seconds. Do that 10 times, once or twice a day. That's it. It's one of those senior health tips that sounds too simple to matter until it does. Support the muscles around me and I can support you longer with fewer problems. All I need is a little backup. And here's the bottom line. These habits might feel small on their own, but when they pile up, I feel it every single day. Change just 1 and you might sleep better, 2 and you might pee with ease again, 3 or more, that's when I start to relax and you start to feel like yourself again. Everything you just heard in this video wasn't about blaming age. It was about showing you what's still in your control. Because the truth is, prostate problems in senior ages aren't always about getting older. They're about what you do every single day and what you choose to stop. So, if you're ready to take back your nights, your comfort, and your confidence, start simple. Drink enough water. Get moving. Book that screening. And if you found this helpful, share it with someone you care about. This is Healthcase, and we're here to help you stay informed, stay proactive, and stay strong, one habit at a time. Disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult your healthcare provider before making any changes to your diet, exercise, or medical routine, especially if you have existing health conditions. Individual results may vary. If you experience any symptoms or health condition, seek medical attention promptly.